Is there a bias against left-handed quarterbacks?
Yeah, there has to be, Dan. Just the numbers. There's 10% of the country is left-handed, and 0% of quarterbacks in the NFL are left-handed. Other than now, Tua showed up after 5 or 6 years of nobody.
But what's the
Now we have
difference
one.
on the field, though, Steve?
The difference is an advantage. Everything in football is right-handed. Every coach puts up the play right-handed. Every play is run right-handed first. Everything is right-handed. So a lefty, I always felt like, it was like linebackers would, you could see that they were like, well, they weren't sure where, it was just a little bit of an advantage. But I remember in college, Doug Scoville was my offensive coordinator at BYU and a freshman, and he didn't know my name. I was like 8th string. He saw me in like November of my freshman year at the end of the season. I ran into him and he said, "Hey, Young." And I was like, "Oh, he knows my name." And he goes, "By the way, I don't coach lefties." And I was like, "Well, so much for that." That's not what I'd heard. And but he was serious. But he ended up going to San Diego State a month later, and Ted Tollner came in to run the offense, and I'd moved to defense because Lavelle Edwards was moving over there because couldn't coach lefties.
Wait. And, you're a defensive back?
For about 2 weeks in January in winter meetings, Tom Homo was the defensive captain, and he was teaching me how to backpedal, and because they said, "Look, you're fast, you're 4.55, Gilbert. You could go tackle everybody," and so I was like, "All right, I guess I have no choice." And then Ted Tollner came in. I kept throwing the football because I was loving learning how to throw it. Really, Jim McMahon had shown me how to release the ball and really put power on it. I never really learned in high school. And then when I learned that, I was like, I just want to throw the football. It's amazing how it feels and what I could do, and I could put it right there, And Ted Tollner said, "Why did you move to defense?" I go, "Because I'm lefty." And Ted Tollner, what are you, an idiot? What do you mean we're going? No, they told me I couldn't play a quarterback because I was lefty. And he goes, "That's stupid." He went in and saw Lavelle, and then he said, "Look, I negotiated for spring ball, for 4 weeks of spring ball. The first 2 weeks you're going to play quarterback, and if that doesn't work out, then you can go back to defensive back." And by the end of the 2 weeks, I was backing up Jim McMahon, and there you have it. So lefties, but there has to be, Dan, a bias against lefties because there's none around. That's just crazy.